Well, good morning, cyber friends. It's the Middy Man again, and I'm going to say Merry Christmas. Yeah, the day is official now. It's Merry Christmas. Some of us been planning for the last 6 months for this day right here. So we have finally made it. We arrived at this day. And first of all, we want to say we give God all the glory and give him all the praise and thank him for whether it is because it's good. Could have been the other way, people. Good to be on top of the grind and not under it. So we just saying that as you see my topic of my video this morning, it said let it go. So now we got to let this go now. We got to let this here go. The Christmas season is over with now, and it's time for some of us. We finna go on and we finna start moving to the new year now. We'll start on that now. In other words, it's just a never-ending cycle, people. We go through this here year after year, day after day, week after week. And there ain't no sense in even worrying about that. And there ain't no sense even talking about it because people gonna be people, period. They're gonna start on the New Year now, and then they're gonna go on to the Valentine's Day, and then on to St. Patrick's Day, and then on to Easter Sunday. You know what I'm saying, and on and on and on until we get back again to this day again, to Christmas. So that's just the way it is, and so ain't no sense even worrying about that. Ain't no sense even wearing yourself out about that. Let it go. Let it go. Don't even worry about it. Just let it go. Learn to live at peace, people. And I didn't always know this. God knows I didn't. And I'll be the first one to admit I didn't always know this. Let stuff upset you. And believe it or not, people, when you let other people upset you with certain little old minute thing, you are the one that you just hurting yourself. Yeah, they're fine. And you are the one upset. Ain't no sense in going that route, people. But I'm just going to say it like this here. We just thank God that we still here. Now, mind you, some of us made it to see Christmas. That don't mean that we're going to see New Year. Amen. So ain't no sense in we getting too big. In other words, we can't do nothing, people, with this in ourselves. Without Christ, we can't do nothing at all. And that's the only thing I really want to just let people understand that we can't do nothing by ourselves. We can't live right by ourselves. We can't do anything but sin by ourselves. Now we can do that. We can do that by ourselves. We don't need no help to do that because that's our nature. In other words, but once we've been born again, then we have the help of the Holy Spirit to guide us into all truth and to lead us. See, in other words, all this old trivial stuff shouldn't even make no difference with us anymore once we've been born again. In other words, now, that doesn't mean you stop being human. All right? That doesn't mean you stop being human. There are some things that we could live without. I'll admit that. There are some things we could live with. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all something. Hopefully this will help somebody. Um, when we went through all this year, as you look back all the way ever since the year came in, 2017, we done had ups and downs. Some of us done had days that we didn't feel as great as others. But I got to admit on something, and I believe in giving honor to whom honor is due. And a lot of times it's not that we have not been introduced to a thing, but sometimes we just don't pay attention. And I got to admit that I probably was one of the ones that wasn't paying attention. Uh, I had been reading, like I said, I done read through the Bible numerous of times. But that's just not enough to just read it. You got to understand what you're reading and study. You got to understand it. That's where you get it. You got to study to show yourselves approved. That's what it tells us in Timothy. But at any rate, I have read through this and read through it. But it wasn't until, and I got to give honor to whom honor is due, it wasn't until that I saw this young lady, Terry Savelle Foy, mention this here about speaking, using our tongue. Now, I've seen this many times in the scripture. Yeah, many times in Proverbs and Psalms and different places. We would have Mark 11, have faith in God. You have what you say. People, let me tell you something. It wasn't until I heard Terry Savelle Foy, and now I got her on all my social media. Now I try to keep up with her and things that she want to say. I want to make certain I hear it. Now, it wasn't because I have never heard that what she said before. I have many times read it too, but it wasn't until I had the revelation of what she was speaking of and what that scripture really was saying, and she gave some examples of her own life. That's when it that's when it came for real to me that we have what we say. If you get up every morning negative, that's what you're gonna have. You if in other words, she just made it real plain to me and opened up my eyes, and the Lord revealed it to me and opened up my understanding where I could see. And you know, ever since that day, and that's been over 4 months, 3 to 4 months ago, when I was sitting down watching a program on Daystar, and that thing became a reality to me, and I stopped saying, you make an excuse to lie down when you need to be doing something else, something productive. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. You just keep on repeating that. Them are words, people. You speaking it to yourself. And I heard her say, stop speaking that, but speak to that body and say, I am feeling good and I will not feel bad another day in my life. People, let me tell you something. And I don't have to lie, and I don't have to sit here and tell you that, but I'm telling you what I know ever since I made that confession and stopped it with the mouth. I have not felt bad another day since. Not felt bad one day since. Like laying down during the day, trying to tell me I don't feel good, I got a headache and I feel bad. Haven't said it since. And haven't felt bad one day since then. Now I'm telling you, believe it as you want to, I know it. I'm a witness. I know it works. I know it works. Now, guess what? I have been reading that many, many years. I done read that many, many years. But it wasn't, see, don't tell me you can't learn something and somebody else can say something and you get the revelation. And God gave me that revelation of exactly what that meant when I heard Terry say it. Terry Savelle for I wish I would go find a broadcast, listen to it. I'm telling you. She got some real good stuff on that, and what she applies this here scripture to, and I think y'all understand what I'm saying about let it go. You know, I don't know about y'all, but everybody got this thing now. I guess people talking about people don't like you. People don't like me. Well, first of all, you must show yourself as likable. If you don't show yourself as likable, well, guess what? You reap what you sow. If you don't never have nothing good to say about anybody, why would you think somebody will have something good to say about you? Hmm? But then some of us, you haven't done anything for people to feel that way about you. Don't worry about it. But let me tell y'all something about me, the man. What I found out in my 56 years of living. You know what? I would heed rather know for myself, for a person to just be real with me than to be fake with me. Now let me tell you what that means to me. This is what it means to me. I got more respect for a person that don't like me and that show me they don't like me than for these people that pretend they like me and don't. Amen. Amen. I'd rather for them that show me and they say they don't like me and then they show me that they don't like me. I got more respect for them than those hypocrites. Amen. So what I'm saying, people, this, and I don't tell y'all to make no New Year resolution. I'm just saying let us do better if we can. Ask the Lord to let us do better. You cannot do anything to other people. And I'm going to cut this here video off because it don't look like I'm going to finish it.